Hi, and welcome back to day 3 already of our Soulful Online Marketing and Social Media Training. Today we are looking at our ideal client, and I truly believe that once you can define who your ideal client is, it will make everything else that you do in your business so much easier. Even looking at yesterday's task of developing that product and looking at what your product is, even that task becomes so much easier once you know who your ideal client is. Now, I'm going to link up in the comments a blog post that I think will be really, really helpful in helping you define who your ideal client is. But just a quick story before I give you some things to think about today. My ideal client's name is Lisa. Now, last year I had 2 clients whose names were Lisa. And they were very, very close. A lot of the qualities that they had were very, very close to who my ideal client is. And the reality of that ideal client profile, Lisa, that I created, is it means I was attracting a lot of people who were just like Lisa, the qualities that I wanted in her, the type of lifestyle that I needed her to have to be able to achieve what I wanted her to achieve. Through the programs and the products that I was selling as well. So that's one really important thing. Another thing is I've had lots of situations where people have made comments that show that I truly know who Lisa is. So for example, I had a tweet, I put out a blog post and I had a tweet come back that said, "How did you know that's what I was thinking? It's like you're inside my head." And that's when you know, yes, I got that one right. I had another person last year who signed up to 5 of my opt-ins in one day. I'm sure her inbox was very happy about that. Thankfully, it all triggers and means that she doesn't get 5 different email sequences from me. But anyway, and her comment to me was that I liked your stuff. I resonated with what you were saying, and I know that you're my person. So I think that's why the ideal client part is just so important. It can help you attract the right people and also then convert the right people into ideal or into clients. So what I want you to think about today is 3 parts really. One is, who is this person? You need a name. You need, if you can, even get a picture. I have a picture of Lisa as well that helps me when I write an email. I actually can talk to Lisa. I talk to one person as opposed to thousands of people in my email list. It's so much easier to be able to put your messaging and your storytelling when you're talking to one person. So think about that. Who is the person? You know, who are they married to? What's their income? What's their job? All those sorts of things. Then look at what's their interests. These interests can really help with things like Facebook ad targeting as well. It gives you an idea of what her life is like. So looking at those things as well. And then the third part, which is really important, I think gets missed a lot when people do ideal client work, but can really help you define which social media channels and which traffic strategies you need to be using, is actually looking at where is she hanging out. And I look at a typical day in an ideal client's life, in Lisa's life. So I look at the fact that she gets up at 7 o'clock and she checks her Facebook news feed on the mobile phone. And then after that, at 8:30, she's driving to school and she's, listening to the radio as she's driving to school. She comes home after dropping the kids off at school, and then she goes for a run and listens to a podcast. She might check Facebook newsfeed again at lunchtime. At 2:30 in the afternoon, she's in the car park at school with the iPad, and she's reading some blog posts and going through Facebook again. So Facebook's a big one for my ideal client. 5 o'clock at night, she's cooking dinner. She's watching a video on the iPad maybe, or on the laptop even, on the kitchen bench. Maybe that's what you're doing now. And she's trying to cook. Now for me, I find that a bit questionable. Is she really focused on what I'm saying in the video? Are you listening? Or is she more interested in getting her bolognese sauce just right? I'm guessing the latter in my case. So long videos aren't a great one for me. It needs to be short, sharp. And the other thing is then 7 o'clock at night, she's got the kids tucked up in bed and she's sitting down. She's going through some of those blog posts, maybe even some webinars, and going through Facebook newsfeed again while she's got some quiet time to herself. So that gives me an idea of the fact I need to be on Facebook. I need to possibly look at doing a podcast. I need to be doing short videos, and maybe a once a month webinar when I know she can sit down at the night time and watch that webinar as well. So, and obviously blogging was the other thing because she's a big blog reader. And of course, from my point of view, I love writing. Having been a journalist for 16 years, I love writing, and also having put a book out a year and a half ago. So those things are really important to me. So the writing side of things. I'm not as comfortable in video, so I don't tend to do as much video, but I quite like audio as well. So it gives you an idea of what fits me and also what fits Lisa, my ideal client. So I'd love you to go away, click the link in the comments so that you can do a bit of the ideal client work there through the blog post link, and also thinking about your ideal client's typical day, which will help you define if you are doing lots of Twitter or Pinterest or other things right now, Blab or whatever. Blab doesn't exist anymore, Snapchat or whatever it is. If your ideal client isn't on those platforms, then you've got to question, is it worth your while being on them as well? Good luck with those tasks today. I'll be back again tomorrow with some, actually I'll be back again on Monday with some more tips for you. Thanks very much.